A $1.4 billion check to a robot that died live on the stage. This funny internet meme of a humanoid robot completely collapsing in the middle of a live Qualcomm keynote has now turned into a mind bending story. And what drew everyone's attention was its final move, raising one single fist in the air like it was silently crying out to the crowd for help. Then, while the presenter literally kept on talking like nothing happened, the stage staff rushed out within seconds and wait for it, they threw a black tarp over the robot like it was some crime scene. But here's the crazy aftermath that actually turned this funny internet meme into a mind blowing story. Seconds before it went down, the robot had hand delivered a microchip that Qualcomm called production ready. And just days after it face planted on a global stage, a group of investors handed the company behind it $1.4 billion in a Series C round, the largest raise ever for a humanoid robotic company. You might be thinking, they watched this machine die live on camera and wired the money anyway? Let's talk why. Okay, it all started at Computex 2026 in Taipei. Qualcomm was showing off its flagship robot reference architecture, the Dragonwing IQ-10 chip promising 700 TOPS of AI processing power. To demonstrate this cutting-edge physical AI, they bring out the 4NE1, a full-scale humanoid. The robot had only one job: walk a tray across the stage so the speaker could pick up the new production-ready chip and say something. The presenter grabbed the chip, started pitching the future of autonomous systems, and then it happened. It did the job, handed the chip, and died holding the receipt. It folded face first, and the internet was flooded with the memes. People were posting me on Monday morning, when AI realizes it has to pay taxes also. And the most shocking thing to me was somebody's actual job description that morning was to run onto a keynote stage and drape a shroud over a multi-million-dollar robot like they were covering a body on CSI. Qualcomm's official response: it's an absolute masterclass in corporate PR spin. Or maybe it's the actual truth. You decide. I'm just reading out the exact quote they released after the incident. A brief communication glitch triggered a fault. The robot performed its designed safe collapse sequence, lowering itself to protect everything around it. The safety system worked as intended. Sure, Qualcomm, why not? The robot face planting at your flagship hardware launch was the plan all along. Fair enough. But besides that PR stunt, a controlled collapse is a real thing. When a 180-pound humanoid robot running high-torque actuators lose its real-time control loop, whether from Wi-Fi packet drop or an internal CAN bus timeout, you do not want it locked in position or wildly swinging heavy metal limbs into a room full of journalists. You want it to collapse inward, drop its center of mass, and dump kinetic energy harmlessly onto its knee. So mechanically, the safe collapse logic likely did triggered as designed. The problem was never the physics of the fall. The problem was what was labeled on the box. You cannot claim production ready on the slide behind you and communication glitch on the floor in front of you in the same 5-minute window. Pick one. Which brings us to the real mystery. Picture this after all this event, pitching global industrial clients that their humanoid are production ready. But despite that demo glitch, the tech giants are drowning them into cash. Why? Days after Taipei key stage faceplant, Neura closed up a 1.4 billion in Series C funding. Look at who wrote those checks. Tether, the crypto stablecoin giant leading the round. Nvidia, the backbone of AI computing. Amazon, who wants 1 million humanoids in fulfillment centers. Qualcomm, the very company whose stage it fell on. But the biggest question is why? Because in the world of physical AI, hardware platforms aren't judged by one bad Wi-Fi drop at trade show. Investors are betting on the underlying architecture. Neura has built an end-to-end stack. Their proprietary Aura AI layer, high torque joint actuators, multimodal sensor skins that detect human contact before the impact, and a training ecosystem called Neuraverse. Plus, they claim over 1 billion in existing order backlogs with a target to build 5 million humanoids by 2030. Crypto liquidity providers like Tether are aggressively diversifying into decentralized AI and physical robotics because they see edge computing as the next infrastructure frontier. So, if you want to take one lesson away from a 180-pound humanoid robot raising its fist in Thepe before face planting onto the global stage, the space between watch this cool demo and this platform runs my business 24/7 is where all the money, all the risk, and all the true innovation actually lives. Definitely, physical AI will cross that gap, knocks, collapses, starves, and all of it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment on whether you think Qualcomm's response was a PR spin or a real engineering flaw. Till then, I will see you in the next one.